Good evening and welcome to Pakistan Today from our Islamabad studio. I'm Victoria Lane. We begin in Beijing, where Chinese President Xi Jinping has told US President Donald Trump that trade wars have no winners during their initial high-level talks. According to China's Foreign Ministry spokesperson Mao Ning, both sides achieved what she described as balanced and positive outcomes in the discussions, signaling cautious optimism in economic relations between the two major global powers. Xi Jinping also highlighted what he called a turbulent global environment, stressing that China and the United States should act as partners rather than rivals in the interest of global stability and cooperation. Following the talks, President Xi Jinping and President Donald Trump visited the historic Temple of Heaven in Beijing. The two leaders arrived at the 15th century landmark after their meeting at the Great Hall of the People. Donald Trump described the discussions as great, although he did not respond to questions regarding Taiwan. Chinese officials later reiterated that Taiwan remains the most important and sensitive issue in US-China relations, underscoring continuing strategic differences despite diplomatic engagement. Turning now to the Middle East, Iran says it has tightened its control over the Strait of Hormuz and will no longer allow U.S. weapons to pass through the strategic waterway to regional bases. Iranian military officials claim the strait is now under coordinated armed forces oversight and could become a significant source of revenue and geopolitical leverage. In a separate development, Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi has demanded the release of 4 Iranian nationals detained in Kuwait over an alleged infiltration attempt, further adding to regional diplomatic tensions. We now go to Islamabad, where Pakistan is preparing to enter a new phase in international capital markets with the launch of its first ever Panda Bond. For more on this development, we are joined by our correspondent, Sarah Williams.
Thank you, Victoria. Pakistan's entry into China's domestic bond market marks a significant financial milestone, with an initial issuance worth $250 million as part of a broader $1 billion program. Finance Minister Mohammad Aurangzeb is currently in Beijing to formally launch the initiative. Officials say the Panda Bond is expected to diversify Pakistan's funding sources and improve access to international capital markets. The move is also being viewed as a signal of growing financial cooperation between Islamabad and Beijing. Market observers believe this could help strengthen investor confidence if implemented successfully. Back to you.
Thank you, Sarah. Moving on, the United States has returned more than 250 stolen antiquities to Pakistan during a ceremony held at the Islamabad Museum. The artifacts, some of which date back over 4,000 years, were recovered through joint cooperation between U.S. and Pakistani authorities after being illegally trafficked abroad. U.S. official Eric Paul Kapoor said the return reflects Pakistan's rich cultural heritage and a shared commitment to preserving historic treasures. The development has been widely welcomed as a significant step in cultural diplomacy and heritage protection. From the northern areas, attention turns to the upcoming Gilgit-Baltistan Assembly elections. The Election Commission has issued the final list of candidates, confirming a total of 403 contestants across the region. To break down the political landscape, we are joined by our correspondent, Adam Khan.
Thank you, Victoria. The final candidate list shows a highly competitive race in Gilgit-Baltistan, with 272 independents dominating the field, alongside 131 party-backed candidates. Women candidates remain a small but notable presence, with 8 contesting overall, including 5 independents. Major political parties are also active, with Pakistan People's Party fielding 23 candidates and Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz nominating 22. Analysts say the large number of independents could play a decisive role in shaping coalition dynamics after the election. Back to you.
Thank you, Adam. Finally, in religious affairs, a major update on this year's Hajj operations. A total of 72,071 Pakistani pilgrims, representing 61% of the national quota, have already arrived in Saudi Arabia through 282 flights from multiple cities across Pakistan. According to the Ministry of Religious Affairs, these flights have been operating under the Route to Mecca initiative, with arrivals at both Medina and Jeddah airports. Officials say the remaining 39% of pilgrims are expected to reach the kingdom by May 21st, as the operation continues smoothly, with special arrangements for accommodation, transport, and facilitation in Mecca and Medina. That's all for now. You're watching Pakistan Today. I'm Victoria Lane.